The Honourable Simon Bridges.
Mr Speaker, the government is very proud of what it's doing in relation to climate change, and I want to pick up from where Paula Bennett was speaking. And can I say, not only is the government proud, the country should be as well, because today, Mr Speaker, Paula Bennett has announced the early ratification by this country of the Paris Agreement at the end of the year. We will be one of the first countries that are doing this. I was at Paris, Mr Speaker. Well, it is actually correct, David Parker. I don't live in the land of theory. I went to Paris. I saw the momentum that was there. We could be sitting there, sitting back, waiting to see what happens, but we are ratifying this agreement. We're going through the legal process. We are taking the INDC, as it's called, the intended nationally determined consequence. We're getting rid of the I. It will be a nationally determined contribution, and we're making a difference, and New Zealanders should be proud of that. We're ensuring that the momentum that there has been continues, that it keeps going. It's real leadership from this government, from this country. And indeed, we are a country, Mr Speaker, at the bottom of the world with the most comprehensive ETS in the world. We have at the moment the highest carbon price in the world, Mr Speaker, because we've effectively gone in there, we are reviewing it. We have taken away the 2-for-1, and we are seeing carbon price at a level where we will start to see action from foresters, from others, and we should be proud of that. And of course, other policy settings will have to change over time to help us reach our ambitious target and to change the economy for good. And I mean that in two ways, to change it for good, but also to change it for the positive. And as I say, the ETS, the main tool for incentivising change, and no doubt about that, but there's many other things we'll be doing and we are doing. I know Nathan Guy, Nick Smith are working incredibly hard on. It won't be easy. Paula Bennett said this because, of course, we have, as a developed country, a very unique profile. We're a renewables superpower. Actually, at the moment, the last 3 months, around 90% of our electricity is from renewables. We look overseas, we look at Australia across the ditch. What is it at the moment? About 13% at the moment. So we have that unique part of our profile. And of course, the agriculture, where we are unique really in the developed world, have such high agriculture here. Of course, doing it more efficiently per unit than anyone else. But that, of course, is something that has to be factored in. All are going to need to be involved in New Zealand. This isn't just a problem of government, civil society, cross-party, and we've heard Paula Bennett reach out on that today, all New Zealanders. I've got important portfolios in this regard, Mr Speaker, and I take the responsibilities in this area seriously. That's why in energy I'm proud to have seen the renewables and our electricity skyrocket over this tenure of government, from 65% to well over 80% now. But we can't rest on our laurels, because we know, look, we know, and I don't mean to make a party political point here, but we know when David Parker was running electricity, it was a shambles. Actually, they went backwards in terms of the carbon emissions in that area. But today, electricity is only 6% of the emissions in this country. It's not the real game. And so we need new energy targets, and I'm working on that. We've been consulting on that to the wider energy sector, so that we're working in industry, we're working in transport to make a real difference, and to move that renewable advantage into those areas. We're refreshing our ECA strategy, because they've got a big role to play in this regard as well, to make sure that, as I say, it's not just about electricity, but it's about electric vehicles. It's about seeing coal boilers go into gas, become more efficient, and actually into bioenergy as well. And there's a number of programs there we can build on. And in transport, we're investing more in public transport than ever before in New Zealand, more busways, more interchanges. We're investing more in rail, over $4 billion in the life of this government, into commuter rail, look, obviously a lot more to come, but also into freight, and in cycleways, which will make a difference. And finally, Mr Speaker, in electric vehicles, a comprehensive some $200 million in package that's going to make a difference and change the way New Zealanders drive personally in the future. So, Mr Speaker, this government's proud of its record in climate change and what it's doing, and New Zealanders should be too.
Catherine.